said to come on in.
Are you kidding? You've made my day. Hi.
Hi. I gather you've seen the papers.
Oh, I have devoured every word. I don't know how you pull this off, my friend, but it is sheer genius.
Oh, I'll tell you, I didn't pull anything off. Brenda called me from the police station and said she needed help, so I went.
Well, it's a wonderful picture. And the story is even better. Now, I won't ask what happened to Trey. He wasn't around to save his baby sister from the long arm of the law. But I will tell you this. Right now, he is kicking himself. This is the kind of press you really needed. I mean, one photo like this is better than 1,000 of your worthy opponent posing at Mario's.
I'm delighted you both are so happy, and I'm very proud of Tyler. But I'm glad that I'm not sitting at the Clegg breakfast table this morning.
Brenda Clegg, teenage sister of Congressman Trey Clegg and daughter of prominent industrialist Samuel Clegg, was arrested yesterday on charges of speeding, reckless driving, and resisting arrest.
Of particular interest was the choice of a lawyer, Captain Tyler McCandless, the young Miss Clegg's brother-in-law, who also happens to be running against her brother in the 11th District. Could it be that Ms. Clegg is making some statement about the competency of these two candidates?
That's a low blow.
Damn it, Jordy, why didn't you do something about this? You were there.
Oh, wait a minute. I did do something about this. At least I was there when Brenda needed me, more than I can say for anybody else at this table. Now, if you're so concerned about the Clegg family image, maybe you should spend a little more time with your daughter and your sister, as opposed to this little antique store where you buy these silver stuffing spoons, huh?
Jordy, that's enough.
Oh, it's good. Gets worse and worse. Even Fenley Betts got into this.
Looks like you and Brenda are front page news, Wally.
I don't want to know about it, Thomas.
The back page, too. Listen to Fenley Betts. Quote, a fascinating little episode occurred yesterday afternoon at the 16th Precinct when the daughter of one of Washington's most prominent families was arrested for reckless driving. Oh, here you are, Wally. But don't go away, folks. There's more. It seems that the poor little rich girl has been jilted by yet another McCandless, a handsome heartbreaker by the name of Wally, and pining for her...
All right. Will you just shut up, please?
Capital, sponsored by Hidden Valley Ranch salad dressing, unique flavors, secret recipes.
Goodness, for the club luncheon, I have to make the dips and the sauces. But I have a secret. Shh, Hidden Valley Ranch salad dressing. It's so versatile, it makes a delicious dip, a creamy sauce for vegetables, and a tasty change from tartar sauce.
Delicious dip, Helen.
Oh,
Thank
and
you.
I love your fish sauce and that fabulous vegetable sauce. I must have the recipe. Sorry, that's my secret.
Oh.
Hidden Valley Ranch, it's more than just a salad dressing.
Grandma, help! Mom expects me to clean this greasy, dirty floor, and we're out of floor cleaner.
Nonsense, it's a great floor cleaner.
409? But it's for greasy stoves, counters.
Sally, 409's great on greasy, dirty floors, too.
Watch how 409 special grease dissolvers cut through greasy floor dirt on contact.
It is great on floors.
Wow, now that's clean.
We found a new floor cleaner.
Formula 409 cuts greasy floor dirt on contact.
Well, I know it's great press, but to tell you the truth, I wish the whole thing never happened.
Huh?
I mean, I can't help feeling responsible. I mean, the press never would have paid any attention to it if Trey and I weren't running for office.
No, unfortunately, when you're in the public eye, it's hard to keep anything private. It's the price every politician has to pay. The families, too.
Well, I guess I'll get used to it, but I certainly won't ever like it.
No, but you do learn to be grateful when the unexpected comes your way. And speaking of which, how's the campaign going?
Oh, that's going great. Now we're starting to get some money in, and we're ready for a big mailing. Did you happen to see the printer's proof of the brochure that I left here?
Well, isn't it in your briefcase?
No, I thought that maybe your housekeeper had found it on the floor or something like that.
Well, if she had, I'm sure she would have put it here on the desk somewhere. Look through this stuff, Julie, will you?
Sure.
Oh, Mark, really, it's no problem, because I can just have the printer run off another proof. I just thought if you happen to have it on hand, then we'll save a little time.
Sure.
Is that a real gun?
Oh, yes. I got it a couple of years ago after my place was broken into.
Well, isn't it kind of dangerous to keep it in a drawer like that? I mean, shouldn't it at least be locked up?
Why? There's no kids around. You see, I have a theory. If you need a gun, you're going to need it quickly. No use looking around for a set of keys.
Oh, I hate guns. They give me the shivers.
Well, probably half of Washington has some kind of a gun for protection, Julie.
You know, Trey's apartment was broken into night before last.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm glad he wasn't home. Knowing Trey, he probably would have tried to pull off some kind of heroics.
Trey wouldn't do anything foolish any more than Mark or I would.
Excuse me, let me look in the desk.
Hey, Mark, really, don't worry about it. We're on the way down to headquarters. We'll just order another proof.
Okay, you fellas better get on your way then, huh? I'm sure the phone will be ringing off the hook down there at McCandless headquarters. You are going to be the talk of the day today.
Well, you don't have to bite my head off. I thought you'd be interested. Family Bets is pretty funny.
It's not funny, Ronnie. It's humiliating. How would you like to have your private life spread all over the morning news? Brenda wanted me to keep my big mouth shut. It never occurred to me that the press would do something like this.
Well, I guess Tyler had to tell the cops about you and Brenda to get the charges dropped.
Why do I always manage to hurt that girl? Every time I turn around, I'm making her miserable.
You make her miserable. Wally, I don't believe you. You did not get Brenda into this mess. She did it herself. She was the one who was speeding, and she was the one who was kicking, screaming, and resisting arrest. And if you ask me, she probably set this whole thing up just to make you feel sorry for her.
No, not this time. And if you would have seen her, you wouldn't say that. Ronnie, she was devastated, and it's my fault.
The truth is, Wally, that Brenda just can't stand not having something that she wants. She's just like a little kid, running around and stomping her feet and screaming, I want it.
No, wait a minute. That's not fair, Ronnie. Brenda cares about Wally a lot.
Of course she cares about him. And because she cares about him, we are all supposed to forgive her for lying and manipulating and playing any little game that pops into her head.
Look, I think we all agree that Brenda is her own worst enemy, but that does not negate the fact that she's a very sweet, very loving...
Okay, wait, fine. If you guys want to stand here and feel sorry for Brenda, then you go right ahead.
Ronnie, come on.
As a matter of fact, Wally, why don't you go over there and hold her hand? I'm sure you can cheer her up in no time.
Thomas, what am I supposed to do? I feel like I am on some stupid kind of merry-go-round, and every time the music stops, Brenda gets hurt, Ronnie gets furious, and Wally looks like an idiot.
I'd get off the merry-go-round.
Easier said than done, Thomas. I keep thinking I can talk to Brenda. I can explain how I feel, and she will stop all this craziness. But every time I try, I get in deeper. Thomas, I don't know. I would do anything to help her. But I cannot seem to comfort her and convince her that I don't care for her at the same time.
Boy, that's for sure.
Where are you going?
Well, you can't go to Brenda. But I can.
Brenda, what got into you? I mean, I know you were upset. I can even understand the speeding. But whatever possessed you to start kicking a police officer?
Trey, I don't want to talk about it, all right? Now, if I damaged your campaign, I apologize. I have made a mess out of everything, including my life. I know that. I don't know what else to say. I just wish everyone would leave me alone.
Okay. But I have to ask one more question. Do you think the McCandlesses set you up for this? Because if they deliberately took advantage of your crush on Wally to make a fool out of this family, I'm not going to put up with it.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about politics, Brenda. You know, dirty tricks.
You know what? I can't believe this. For your information, the first phone call I made from the police station was to you. But as usual, the congressman was unavailable, and so were Mom and Dad. The police called him all over town. Now, I called Tyler because I couldn't think of anybody else who could help me, and quite frankly, I'm not surprised that a McCandless was the one to come to me when I needed someone. Now, if you guys are upset about this, you have nobody to blame but yourself.
Okay, look, I'm sorry I even brought it up. And I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. And I really mean that, Brenda.
It's all right. I wasn't really expecting you to be. If you don't mind. I'd like to be alone. And I'd appreciate it if you'd give that message to the rest of the family.
I'll tell them. Thank you.
I'm not that strong. I'm not that brave. Sometimes I think that I won't make another day. Since you've been gone, all I ever seem to do is cry.
Well, Wayne, I trusted you to get Clorox bleach, not bargain bleach.
Heck, Mom, what do you got against bargains?
I got a real bargain with my Clorox. I trust Clorox to work its best every time. Nothing beats it for getting clothes their cleanest.
Nothing?
Nothing. And only Clorox has this smooth pouring spout, so it splashes less. That makes Clorox the best. Now, want me to wash your Saturday night shirt in bargain bleach?
Clorox bleach, a real bargain.
Hey, that's clean.
That's Clorox.
Use sandpaper to clean your stovetop? Ridiculous. Yet if you're cleaning with scouring powder, you're probably using the same harsh, scratchy abrasives found in this sandpaper, and that can be rough on your stovetop. That's why Soft Scrub is better. It's a liquid cleanser that cleans like a scouring powder, but because it has milder abrasives, it doesn't scratch like one. Soft Scrub cleans even tough spills like this, but leaves no sandy grit. Try Soft Scrub. Cleans like a scouring powder, but doesn't scratch like one.
This phone's been ringing off the hook. Hell, Christmas got here before I knew it. Are they kidding? Christmas has been the same day for 2,000 years. But I've got the answer. Send a crystal caddy bouquet from Teleflora. Lovely flowers in an elegant crystal caddy. Perfect for the last-minute shopper who's forgotten an old friend or an Aunt Mary or a... Aunt Mary.
The gift for tomorrow, filled with flowers today. The Crystal Caddy Bouquet.
Help, Miss Morrow. I'll trade you half a prune Danish for an honest opinion. Is it the dress, or is it my figure?
Honestly, it's your bra.
My bra?
Try this Playtex Cross Your Heart bra. Cross Your Heart crosses over, lifts and separates to help you cross over to a better figure.
Wow!
Of course. I improve your figure and you ruin mine. And introducing Playtex Cross Your Heart's new Beautiful Ones bra. Embroidered, seamless. Special introductory price, $9.99.
Well, I think we've had quite enough suffering around here over Wally McCandless. I know Brenda's been hurt, but she's got to grow up and get over it.
And what makes you so sure that Wally's the one that hurt her?
What does that mean?
That means that I think that you and Mother have done more damage than Wally could ever do. You are never there when Brenda needs you. Never.
Now, how are we supposed to know that Brenda was going to get herself arrested?
What do you want us to do? Hang around the house all the time and wait for her to need us?
Oh, yeah, you're always there the next day to give Brenda a hard time.
Jordy!
Or to pick up the pieces, you know, but you're never there when the problem is starting to heat up. You know, you don't know Brenda very well. You don't know what's going on in her life, what's in her heart, what's in her mind, either of you. But if you took a good long look at her, I think you would see that she is one very lonely and confused young lady who needs a lot more love and attention than what she's getting here at home. I'll tell you what, if you want my opinion, I think she made up this entire Wally fantasy because she doesn't have enough love here at home. And quite frankly, I don't blame her.
Where are you going?
Off to see Brenda.
I don't think that's such a great idea, Brenda.
just calling you.
I had to come back. Wally, I'm sorry I blew up like that. But this thing with Brenda just makes me nuts. I don't know, I keep going overboard.
Well, you're not the only one. I think Brenda seems to make everybody go overboard.
Then you're not mad at me.
I'm not mad at you.
You know, I was afraid that you might take me at my word and go over there.
I wanted to.
Why didn't you?
Because I knew it wasn't fair. Not to you, not to me, and especially not to Brenda. Thomas went to talk to her.
I'm glad. If anybody can make her see the light, Thomas probably can.
I know. But why do I have this little voice telling me that I've copped out? Why do I feel like there is some unfinished business between Brenda and me?
Brenda asked me to tell you she doesn't want to see anyone.
I'm not anyone. I'm her mother.
I know, but I really think you should leave her alone for a while. She thinks we let her down. Maybe we did. I don't know, but right or wrong, I don't think we're going to change her mind right now.
Excuse me, there's a Mr. McCandless here to see Miss Brenda. Shall I tell her he's here?
Go in, Grace. I have a few things to say to that young man.
Oh, Sam, remember, Brenda got herself into most of this mess.
I do not care.
Thomas, what a surprise.
What are you here for? Pick up the pieces your brother left?
Morning, Mrs. Clegg. Jordy, Trey.
Thomas?
I'm here to see Brenda.
Well, what makes you think she would like to see you?
We asked Virginia Reed if she thought her denture cleanser could clean away cherry stain.
Probably would.
What about a stain of cherry and coffee?
Probably it would not.
Or a triple stain of cherry, coffee, and even tough tobacco?
I don't think it would.
Then watch Extra Strength Efferdent work on a triple stain of cherry, coffee, and even tough tobacco with Efferdent's powerful Blue Action formula.
It cleaned beautifully. In between each tooth, I'm going to switch to Efferdent.
Extra Strength Efferdent removes even stubborn stains between teeth.
Dole Pineapple, daring new food ideas with a familiar ring.
This is the one night of the year that the kid in me comes out to play. And you know, I still get goosebumps whenever I see a beautiful Barbie doll. Barbie Julie is just going to love you. Because I know how wonderful Barbie made me feel about being a girl.
What's she thinking about, honey?
A little girl.
There are multivitamins, and there are multivitamins. Vitamins that are flaky, bumpy, crispy, crunchy, and taste oh so good. It's new Kellogg's Product 19. More vitamin nutrition than any other cereal. But you'd never know by tasting, because Product 19 goodness comes from corn, oats, wheat, and rice. Delicious. New Kellogg's Product 19 cereal. Flaky, bumpy, crispy, crunchy. Vitamins.
Guiding Light, this week.
Do you think we really ought to go through with it?
Lillian, we don't really have any choice. Bradley closes in on his runaway daughter.
She's in there.
Bradley, what's he doing here? What
He's
do you
here
have
to
a
help
policeman
us.
doing here?
He's here to help us.
Oh, no, Bradley, you told me this was going to be a family affair.
Well, I changed my mind. We're due in court at 4:30.
Guiding Light, weekdays.
Well, Brenda's not up to talking to anyone today. Not even her own family.
I see. So, are you saying that you won't even tell her I'm here?
Well, no, of course not. Entirely up to her. Grace, would you ask Brenda if she will receive Dr. Thomas McCandless? Well, I'm sure Tyler's enjoying his press this morning.
I don't know, I haven't seen him yet, but if I know Tyler, I'm sure he's very upset that Brenda's personal pain has been dragged through the newspapers. And at the same time, I'm sure he was glad that he could help out in getting the charges dropped.
Yes, yes, how lucky. He happened to be home when Brenda called.
Yes, it was.
How's Beth?
She's wonderful. But then you know that. I understand she dropped by to see you the other day.
Dr. McCandless, Miss Brenda says that she would like to see you. Will you follow me, please?
Thank you, Grace. Hi.
Hi, Thomas. Come on in.
Owe you an apology.
What?
Well, to begin with, I'm the one who brought you in from the cold yesterday. That you could overhear something you were never meant to hear. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Thomas. I would have found out sooner or later. I guess it's better that I heard it from Wally.
Maybe. But I was worried about you screeching off like that. How are you doing?
Considering I made a fool out of myself in front of the whole world, I feel fine.
Well, forgive me for saying so, but you don't sound fine. Hey, look, if you don't want to talk about it, I understand. But I'm a pretty good listener.
Thomas, was I such a fool? I mean, all the time I believed that Wally cared about me. No matter what anybody said, I believed that. Even when he told me that he was in love with Ronnie. I believed in my heart that he loved me so much more and that he'd come back. Was I making it all up? I mean, am I that dumb little girl that everyone laughs at? Because if I am, I can't stand that, Thomas.
Now listen to me, Brenda. You're not crazy, you're not a fool, and you are certainly not some dumb little girl. Wally cares about you very much, he really does. And right now, he is hurting because of your pain. And in his own way, he loves you. But it's not the way that you want him to love you. You're too young for Wally, Brenda. He doesn't think of you as a lover.
I won't always be too young.
No, you won't always be. Age is kind of funny that way. You know, someday, Wally may be too young for you. But you can't base your life on what may or may not happen. You gotta deal with what's going on right now. And right now, Wally's in love with Ronnie.
He'll get over her. She's not his type, Thomas.
I don't know. I really don't. But I do know that you can't base your life on what may or may not happen. Brenda, this impossible dream of yours is making everyone miserable. It's hurting Wally. More importantly, it's hurting you. You gotta give it up.
So hard, Thomas. I love him.
Yeah, I know. When someone doesn't love you back in the same way, you gotta let it go. You know, when Beth broke up with me last year, I was completely devastated. But I pulled myself together. I got her out of my mind as best as I could, and I went on with my life. There wasn't any other choice.
But you and Beth got back together.
Yeah, but I never thought that we would. And we never would have if my going away had been some sort of little trick to get her back. Sweetheart, you gotta forget about Wally. You can't even think that he may change his mind because, look, the chances are he won't. I know it's tough, but it's the only way. You gotta grow up. Quit playing games with Wally and with yourself. Running away isn't the answer either. It's just another game. Thinking about running away? It's not worth it, Brenda. Really, this obsession of yours is not worth it. It's hurting everybody. And you're going away yesterday like you were because you're in so much pain, it's very dangerous. I mean, the way you were driving, you could have hit someone and killed them or yourself.
I didn't mean to hurt anyone, Thomas.
Yeah, I know. I know that. Hey, listen. Growing up ain't easy. But believe me, it does have its rewards, and one of them is being able to take charge of your own life. And now you can do it. And I will be there with open arms to personally welcome you into adulthood when you do. That's just a sample.
Thank you, Thomas, for being my friend.
Thank you for being mine.
Let's make a promise, okay?
What?
That we will not let Brenda Clegg, the subject of Brenda Clegg, or the schemes of Brenda Clegg come between us again.
We've said this before.
I know, many times. But this time we're gonna stick to it. Grab that, will you, please?
Okay. Hello? Hello, I have to talk to Wally. This is very important.
Hello?
Hello, Wally, this is Brenda. I promise I will never, ever do this again, but I need to see you.
Why are sinus headaches a special problem for Ron Burns?
The pain and the pressure of this sinus headache is back above my eyes. I don't take any medication. I have it because it makes me drowsy.
He needs the Sinead Advantage. Sinead relieves sinus pain and pressure without making you drowsy.
It's just really gone. All the pressure and the pain behind my eyes, I'm not drowsy. In fact, I'm wide awake. It's great. Sinead's great.
Relief, yes. Drowsiness, no. That's the Sinead Advantage.
When I decided to lose weight, I got lots of advice. But when I heard that more pharmacists recommend Dexatrim, that's the advice I followed. Pharmacists recommend the Dexatrim diet plan because it works. Dexatrim really helps curb your appetite, so you eat less and lose weight. It's proven in 7 years of clinical testing. Those pharmacists are right. Dexatrim helped me lose weight, and I feel great.
Lose weight with Dexatrim. More pharmacists recommend it than any other weight loss product.